The search for William Bradford Bishop Jr. 42 years later. Investigators believe the Maryland man brutally killed his wife, his mother, and his 3 young sons. His car was found in the Great Smoky Mountains, hundreds of miles away from where the initial crimes happened, but he has not yet been found.
WBIR 10 News reporter Leslie Ackerson reports on where the search is today in tonight's Appalachian Unsolved.
We're at Jake's Creek Trailhead. It's a favorite hiking trail for the locals and the visitors to the Smokies.
The year was 1976.
The car was pulled in right here.
Dwight McCarter was working as a backcountry ranger for the Great Smoky Mountains National Park.
That's me right there.
When he got a call to join the hunt for a murderer.
The FBI wanted us to crawl in under the cabins, on top of them, in the loft, check every cubby hole.
Authorities say after slaughtering his entire family inside their Maryland home, William Bradford Bishop Jr. headed south, dumping the bodies in a rural North Carolina town, then drove to East Tennessee, abandoning his car near Elkmont.
74 Chevrolet station wagon.
The station wagon itself was pretty beaten up inside. There were dog treats on the floor, bloody blankets, tarps in the very back of the car.
One of the rangers noticed the car, and he thought that maybe it was a backpacker. They run the plate, and turned out that guy was wanted by the FBI. And then it turned into a rather large search here. Just people squeezed in everywhere.
Hikers along the Appalachian Trail were warned to be on the lookout for the fugitive.
Where would he go? How would he eat? Would he eat? If he didn't eat, he died.
McCarter never found Bishop, but he did find something else.
The rocks were piled up in about a 3-foot long area.
A mile upriver from the car lot, a small grave appeared several weeks after the search concluded.
And there was a cross on the grave, and I had never seen that before.
Deep down, he thinks it could be the remains of the one life Bishop showed mercy, his dog Leo.
This says that I love you.
That's one of many theories, but the one fact that remains true, Bishop hasn't been found.
Once he walked away from the station wagon, he vanished. So many tips have come in from really all over the country and all over the world, because people really do want to help. It really hits home when they know that entire family was horrifically murdered.
Across 4 decades, sightings have sent authorities on an international search.
Part of his duties were involving passports. The ability to get in and out of the United States was much easier than it is now.
They traveled to Italy, the Swiss Alps, Texas, Florida, Georgia, and everywhere in between.
A rural area of Moose Lake, Minnesota. We went up there. It was in the coldest of the winter time, but it was not our Mr. Bishop.
And in 2014, they took it a step further, digging up a grave in Alabama they believed might be him.
We exhumed that body. By DNA profile, we were able to exclude it.
That same year, the FBI added William Bradford Bishop Jr. to the top 10 most wanted list, where he still sits today. If alive, he'd be 81.
We believe, based on Bishop's age, that this might be the last push that we can really go to hopefully find him.
An artist studied Bishop's profile to create an age-enhanced model.
Based on pictures from years ago, from his life, and this is kind of where she believes that he would look now.
But this face hasn't been seen for 42 years.
He potentially could be in a cabin up in somewhere as a recluse with a beard, because I don't discount anything.
For those invested in this search, it's not over.
Unfortunately, his victims don't have a voice, and really the only voice left is us looking for him.
Montgomery County Sheriff Popkin isn't giving up on the case that's impacted his hometown for decades.
They are just a beautiful family, and that's really what continues to drive me on every time I see their beautiful faces.
Everyone has their own theory to where William Bradford Bishop Jr. is now. McCarter still feels the answer is hidden in these woods.
I think he's gone. I think he finally realized what he'd done, and he came here, and he couldn't get no peace.
In the Great Smoky Mountains National Park, Leslie Ackerson, 10 News.
If you have any information regarding Bishop's whereabouts or maybe saw something back in 1976, you're asked to call the number on your screen. The FBI will do another push on this case in the spring.